Welcome back, guys. My name's Kevin, and today we'll be taking a look at the 3 inexpensive dining chairs from Ikea. The first chair will be the cheapest of the 3, the Stefan. Then I'll review the Ingolf, and finally finish it off with the Leifarne. After the review, I'll rate each chair using our OFR rating system. If you shop at Ikea for furniture, click the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss any of our furniture review videos. To start, the Stefan dining chair isn't that bad for the price. You can get this dining chair for $29 Canadian or $25 American. Now obviously it's not the most comfortable as it's made up of solid pine. When you're sitting, the backrest supports you pretty well and doesn't feel like the wood is poking you in the back. Ikea also gives you the option to enhance the comfort level with the chair pad. If you're thinking of purchasing this chair, I would recommend buying the Justina chair pad. You'll be able to sit for longer periods of time in your dining room or kitchen, making dinner time with your family a bit more pleasant. You can purchase this chair pad for $7.99 Canadian or $4.99 American. If the color grade doesn't work with your dining room or kitchen, then you also have the option to choose between a dark blue, natural, or green. This dining chair also doesn't come with scratch guards, so I would recommend buying some to protect your floors. One surprising thing I found out about this chair is how light it is. It's really easy to pick up and move around. Overall, it's a pretty sturdy chair, but you need to tighten the screws that are holding the chair together from time to time. As for the size, I found it to be pretty small when comparing it to the other dining chairs. If you're a bigger person, you may want to try it out for yourself at Ikea to see if it suits you well. The height isn't that bad though, as it's 17 3/4 inches from the bottom of the floor to the seat. As I was inspecting the chair, I did notice some minor problems that may arise in the future. First of all, pine is a softwood, so if you're not careful, dents can show up really easily, especially around the legs. Another problem I noticed was to do with the stain and lacquer finish. There was an uneven application of stain, so in some areas of the seat it's light and in others it's dark. Don't expect it to look nice and last for years unless you're the type of person that takes really good care of their furniture. If you're interested in transporting the package yourself, the dimensions are 37.5 inches in length, 18 3/4 inches in width, and 3.5 inches tall. The whole assembly shouldn't take you more than 13 minutes. Now the Engulf is a bit more expensive, but I think it's a better wooden chair overall. This gray model is made up of solid beechwood, so it's more dense than the pine of the Stefan. The difference is really noticeable when trying to lift it up as the Engulf is heavier. In general, it's a sturdy and solid dining chair. This chair also comes with 2 other options in regards to the color. This is the gray model, but you can also choose between the white and black brown. The problem I saw with the other colors were that the white will probably lose its color over time, and as for the black brown, it comes in solid pine, so the material will dent and scratch way easier when comparing it to the gray Ingolf. This dining chair is also a bit wider in the seat and has a taller backrest than the Stefan, but it does have the same height from the bottom of the floor to the seat. The comfort level of this dining chair is about the same as the Stefan. The only difference I noticed, other than being way more solid, was that the top of the backrest of the Ingolf is curved in. This makes the experience a bit better as your back feels like it hugs the chair more. This dining chair comes with the option of adding a chair pad as well. This is the Malinda chair pad and it goes for $8.99 Canadian or $4.99 American. I definitely recommend buying the additional comfort, and if you don't like this red color, you can choose between the light beige or black. This cushion is a bit thicker than the Justina, but to be honest, I found that the Justina cushion to be a bit more comfortable when sitting. The problem with the Malinda is that it has 5 deep indents which don't hold any filling material. But on that note, they are both pretty comfortable when sitting and fit well with the Stefan and the Ingolf. I would also recommend buying scratch guards as Ikea doesn't provide you with any. If you're interested, you can purchase the Ingolf dining chair for $59.99 Canadian or $49 American. The box dimensions are 36 1/4 inches in length, 17 1/4 inches in width, and 4 3/4 inches tall. It took me about 18.5 minutes to finish the whole assembly. The last dining chair has more of a modern style to it and found it to be the most comfortable out of the 3. The Leafrna is comprised of a reinforced polypropylene seat shell and a steel underframe. The shell comes in this vivid dark yellow, but it also comes in the color light olive green and white. You have the option of choosing 3 different colored frames as well. This one is the black, and the other 2 are the chrome plated and white. The bottom of the legs are adjustable, so this definitely helps with the sturdiness of the chair. There's also not that much difference in the seat height as it sits around 17.5 inches tall. I found this dining chair to be the most comfortable out of the 3 due to 2 factors. The first factor is the material. This hard plastic feels very smooth when sitting. The second factor, and more importantly, is how it supports your back. The hard plastic flexes a bit, so your back isn't always in a stationary position when leaning. Overall, the seat shell makes the sitting experience a bit more pleasant when comparing it to the other 2 dining chairs. You can grab this dining room chair for $59 Canadian or $49 American. It took around 9.5 minutes to finish the assembly, and if you're transporting the chair yourself, it comes with 2 packages. The underframe has a length of 20 inches, width of 18 3/4 inches, and a height of 8 inches. As for the seat shell, the length is 19¼ inches, width is 18 inches, and the height is 16½ inches. Now let's move on to our OFR rating system. The OFR rating system is divided into 5 parts. The first criteria we rate is comfortability. We give a comfort level of 2.5 out of 5 for the Stefan, as it's made up of pine, which is not really comfortable to sit on for longer periods of time. We give it a performance rating of 4 out of 5, as it's a relatively stable dining chair. It just needs to be tightened a bit more often. For the complexity of the build, we give it a rating of 5 out of 5, as the instructions were really easy to follow. It has a classic dining chair look, so we give it a 4 out of 5 on style. For value, we give it a 4.5 out of 5, as the price point is really low and it's still a functioning chair. The average of the Stefan dining room chair is a 3.8 out of 5. As for the Ingolf dining chair, we give the comfort level a 3 out of 5, as the curved backrest made a bit of a difference. The performance of the gray Engulf was a 4.5 out of 5, as it was a really solid and sturdy dining chair. The complexity of the build was a 5 out of 5, as we had no problems reading the instructions. We really liked the gray acrylic paint and how it looked, so we give it a 4 out of 5. We gave it a value of 4 out of 5 due to it being a good solid chair, but the price was a bit higher. So the overall rating of the gray Ingolf dining chair is a 4.1 out of 5. Lastly, we give the Leafrna dining chair a 3.5 out of 5 on comfortability. It was the best out of the 3, but still wasn't up there as it's made up of polypropylene. We gave the performance of this dining chair a 4.5 out of 5 as it's a really sturdy chair. It was really easy to put together, so we give it a 5 out of 5 on the complexity of the build. The style is on the modern side, but we tend to like the classic a bit better, so we give it a 3.5 out of 5. As for value, we give it a 4 out of 5 as we think it's not a bad dining chair for the price. So the average of the Leifarne is a 4.1 out of 5.
Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, and screw that subscribe button if you want to see more furniture review videos.